Well, welcome everyone to Portal 1. This is probably my favorite game of all time. I did originally play when it came out, and I've played it a couple of times since then, so I know what I'm doing for the most part, although it's been a while. I did recently play Portal 2, but I think this one still remains my favorite. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh, as you can see, we're in a really small room, nothing but a toilet, I guess a bed chamber of sorts, and a radio. And a timer counting down on the wall. Like I said, this is one of my favorite games.
And again, welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
Well, as you can see, guys, this is the whole gist of the game right here. There'll be blue and orange portals, if you want to call them that open and they lead into each other. And they don't quite obey all laws of physics. I am carrying this radio around right now. This is actually an Easter egg that they added in after Portal 2 came out, I believe, or right before it came out. They updated Portal 1 to include these, when you take these radios into certain spots, they start beeping, and I think it's Morse code, and I think if you figure out what it says, it's like a message,
Excellent.
whatever.
Please proceed into the
I'd actually have to
chamber
look that
lock
one up.
after completing each test. First, however, note the incandescent particle field across the exit. This Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grill will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it. For instance, the Aperture Science Weighted Storage Cube.
Or radios. I am going to try to get all the radios and tune them in this run through. I've only found that one and one other so far, or maybe 3, because I did briefly try to play this game to make sure it worked. This is one of my favorite games, just a lot in part to the humor that it has, and just how interesting they've made a puzzle game by using, 2 simple portals. When I first heard about this game,
Please place the weighted storage cube on the
I didn't think
1500 megawatt Aperture
I already
Science
screwed up.
heavy-duty super colliding superbot.
Let's see, did it save? Let's just try to go back real quick. Okay, there we go. There is a radio right here.
Please place the weighted storage cube on the
that's the
1500
right spot.
megawatt Aperture Science
So I lost my
heavy-duty
radio.
super colliding super button.
I believe you have to take the radio and put it into a certain spot to get it to tune in correctly. Come on, get through. Ah. Yeah, I did that last time too. It's being a little touchy. If you haven't played this game, you owe it to yourself to go play this game. It's probably really cheap to buy now. It's came with the orange box.
Perfect.
And I was never really big into the Half-Life games. But it did come with like 6 games, and I saw an article about this one somewhere. Alright, it's starting to make noise. There we go. Maybe it's not Morse code. The first one sounded like Morse code, but that sounds like something totally entirely different. But after playing this game just briefly, it became one of my favorite games. I had to tell all my friends about it. It's just excellent. And although after you beat it the first time, it's not a very long game at all.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grip, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Yeah, for science, gotta eliminate your teeth. Now, here's where the game starts to get a little bit interesting.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device.
As she just told us.
You can create your own portals. These
now we can start creating our first
gates
portal.
have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially. Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
Well, that message was cut off. This is the one I actually completed. You can kind of hear its noise, just kind of sounds like static. So now I'll have to get in the next rooms. These can become quite tough, so if I miss a few of them or whatever, I'm not going to fret about it too much, because I don't want to spend too much time just running around. Kind on this actually being a really quick playthrough, since it's a game I understand and have done. And soon enough we actually will get...
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
We will get the second portal.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
Yeah, I totally just went through that chamber, didn't I? Without even looking... So which test chamber was that? I'm actually going to cut the video real quick and go back through that because I wasn't even thinking.
You're doing quite well.
Well, looks like I missed that one. Perhaps I'll just go back and grab it some other time. Like I said, I wasn't going to worry about them too much. I'm just used to running through this game. I will try to remember this one, though. Anyway, simple test. Put the block on the button.
Excellent work. As part of a required test protocol, we will not monitor the next test chamber. You will be entirely on your own. Good luck.
I don't want to destroy this thing. Right now I'm just trying to walk around and tune in our radio. Here we go. Anyway, the game seems quite simple in the very beginning especially.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
And the game, for the most part, is pretty, the idea is simple. Put you have two portals, and later, you get momentum involved with them and stuff, as you'll see. But it's just cool the way they use it. They take a simple idea and they expand on it so much. Now we're going to get into the first part, where we have to use multiple blocks, although it's nothing extraordinary or difficult. You can't pick stuff up while you're standing on it. Here's a radio.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job. As part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing
I think in the old game this
room
glass
in
thing
3,
breaks. That's
2,
weird. That's weird. There must be some trick. There's something I'm just not...
For your own safety, do not destroy vital
yes, we know.
testing apparatus.
Huh. Well, I don't really see anywhere else I can go with this. So for now, I'll have to destroy it. I'll figure that one out later, too. Maybe I was supposed to grab it without... Oh, I know what I was supposed to do. Hold on, can we load the game real quick? Okay, sorry about that, guys, but I just... You know, had a small realization right then. Now, as you can see, a lot of times when you play this game, you'll do it quite differently than your friend will. Just the way people think about, you know, using portals and stuff ends up being, you know, quite different. Now, that's what I wanted to do. I figured, yeah, pull the radio out with a portal, because as soon as you walk in, that door closes. And there we go. Got that one. I will look up what exactly that transmission thing is about, probably at the end of the game.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication.
That's not nice of her to lie to us.
As part of a required test
anyway,
protocol,
had to do that one twice.
Enhancing the truth in 3, 2...
Not like it took long. There's also a few other things that were changed, I believe, in these test chambers for the patch release.
While safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals, the Aperture Science high-energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities, such as vaporization. Please be careful.
Just love the humor in this game. Anyway, if you hit those things, I believe they can kill you.
You.
Subject name here.
Must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here.
Oddly enough, I don't see a single radio. Wait, I just heard one. That's really weird. I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but there's just the absolute faintest bit of radio. I'm trying to kind of look through that glass right now. That's really strange. So there's no way, as far as I know, to get through the glass. Maybe I'm just hearing things too. That'd be great. Where do these elevators go? Are we going down? Are we going up? Sideways?
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety. Good. Now use the Aperture Science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
See, I don't see anywhere where they keep a radio on this one either. So just outright missed it completely. First I was thinking they had one in every single chamber, but these are some of these chambers are really small. So maybe not. Or maybe I need better eyes. Funny thing about this game is when you first do start playing it, it can be really just... Simple puzzles can be really hard just because you're not thinking with portals. And later, you know, especially when you play the game a second time, you're just like, oh my god.
That we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
This one can be quite a bit confusing whenever you first start playing, just because you've got to, you know, use the portal to move this thing over here, and then switch the portal while it's moving, and, you know, use the portal to get through here. I almost think the game can be a little more confusing when you only have the control of one portal. At first, anyway. But when you get the two... there's a radio. Yeah, they're really, really quiet unless you're right next to them.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
She's lying again to us, by the way. Why can I not? Can I? Do I have to? There we go, I've gotten it now. Now just to figure out where it wants me to put it. Yep, my first guess would have been backwards, but might as well try since I'm going this way anyway. It's probably back near the entrance. And you can't shoot... Oh, I thought that fell off for a second. You cannot... Oh, it's starting to make noise. There we go. You can't shoot portals while you're carrying objects. Which makes sense, I guess, because it seems that it's the portal gun that holds the things, because especially if you look through the two portals to look at yourself, you'll notice that, what is her name? Chell? C-H-E-L-L. I'm not sure if they ever say it. I'll have to look it up. It's like, I know a lot about this game, and I don't know a whole lot in depth about it. I'll just call her Chell. If you look through the portals and see Chell, through the portals, you'll see that she's not actually holding the object, it's out in front of her, but also in the beginning of the game, before you have the portal gun, if you see her holding things, it's also out in front of her too. So the only thing I can, I guess, really say is that she has telekinetic powers.
To inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
They're of course lying. Okay, now that's... I wonder... How close do I have to be to get it?
The Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test
That's
chamber.
wobbling. Huh. Maybe I need 2 blocks somehow? But that doesn't make any sense at all.
Once again, the Enrichment Center offers its most sincere apologies on the occasion of this unsolvable test environment.
Of course you can tell it's just trying to...
Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
Well, it seems like it might work if I just do it just right. Or I can also... fall and grab it? Oh, come on. This should work. That did not sound pleasant when I destroyed that. Let me try that again.
The Enrichment Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Right, before I do anything, I might as well just try to get it. Now I need to make sure I don't fall forward when I do that. Get out of here, block. I'm stuck. There we go.
The Enrichment Center apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber.
Well, I've gotten it. Now just to figure out where it goes. It should be easy now. I can carry it with me. Okay. Yep.
Once again, the Enrichment Center
Get both of
offers
these
its
up there
most
on the
sincere
ledge.
apologies on the occasion of this unsolvable test environment.
She's just really letting us know this is unsolvable. Oh, push through. Alright, radio. Let's do this.
Frankly, this chamber was a mistake. If we... Fantastic. You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
This is kind of nice, though. Just with this simple little radio thing, they've added a little element to the game that before, you know, I would have just flown through and done all these tests no problem, but now I've got a little object that I need to go grab. And it's, you know, it's added almost a whole new set of levels to the game. It's not too bad. Bravo, Valve, bravo. Valve would be the maker of this game.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous or momentum.
Blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Yeah. Whenever you use a portal, here's the next cool thing. Your momentum is sustained. So if you're falling and you come out of a portal...
You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
Okay. I hear our radio. But now to find it. Okay. Looks like another one where we have to shoot out and grab it. And we've gotten it. Forgetting to look for them too, even though I was just talking about them. Just it's in my head just to do these puzzles, you know, to fly through them basically.
Momentum, a function of mass and velocity, is conserved between portals. In layman's terms, speedy thing goes in, speedy thing comes out.
So there's just so many quotes from this game. Oh, we haven't even got to the turrets yet. The turrets might be my favorite character of all time. In any game, for that matter. They're nice and sweet, and at the same time, they're evil and destructive. Have we found them? Have we got to them?
The Enrichment
No.
Center promises to always provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
Good advice. Now, as you see here, I'm watching what's down there. And hopefully, soon enough, I'll be getting a new piece of the portal gun. Wait for it to turn around one more time. And then we set up one here without getting killed. And then it goes right into that spot. Now this is the part that stinks. You have to wait for the portal gun to go all the way back around. Shoot a portal there so we can jump back on the platform. And here we go. Time to grab the wonderful second piece of the portal gun.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture two linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in.
Subject homebound here.
Sounds like that was a prompt that wasn't quite finished. Anyway, you could at least gather that this is a very valuable gun. Luckily, we're the ones in possession of it. Oh, that's interesting. I'm too early. Oh wow, that's super fast. I don't know if we'll be able to get this one easily. Well, I managed to grab it. Just barely. That was a little sneaky. I was lucky I didn't have to... Oof. Wasn't sure if I'd make that. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to do any of that. I wasn't sure how I'd get that radio to begin with, but you can kind of lean out the edge of the portals a little bit, right up until the edge. In this one, unless it's been patched, you used to be kind of able to do a thing where you'd peek out of a portal and set another portal, and then peek out of the, you know, kind of go back and forth. It just seemed really hard to, you know, talk about, but it makes sense if I was able to show you, but I can't. Anyway, more basically just making portals that go further up and then launching myself, and all the time paying attention to see if there's a... Didn't mean to go down. There's a radio. Haven't heard one yet, though. Yeah, that's bad. Didn't notice a radio at all on this one. Well, at least we got the door open. No radio to be found in this one. Not at least without doing quite a bit of exploring, I guess. Alright, this is,
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
I would say this is the first test that actually becomes a little bit challenging. Oh, look, there I've died. Was not even paying attention to that thing.
Now that you are in control of both portals, this next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out.
Actually, I'm just going to take this.
An associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
So I'm just going to take this block through. Oh, I missed. Normally you're supposed to put the block down to keep the door open, but you can also do it this way. It doesn't make much of a difference. Except where's... Or do you have to do it that way? I don't think so. Yeah, because you can also do this.
As part of
Like I said, you can do...
mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Miss. If only you knew what she meant by that. What's gonna be really funny is I have to take it back through. Here I am being really funny, thinking I'm taking, you know, a little bit of a shortcut through this test chamber. Guess we'll soon find out. Ack. Alright, I'm gonna reload this one just real quick. Instead of keeping that.
You are in control of both portals. This next test could take a very, very long time.
I'll leave the door open this time.
If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
Alright, now let's see if this... Ah, there we... Yep, it did have to come back in here. Anyway, that's solved. Anyway, now I'll take my block through. Ah, it didn't stay, did it? Oh, yes, it did. I keep forgetting that I need to push 2 buttons.
As part of
There,
the
we're done.
previously mentioned required
Wasn't too
test
bad.
protocol, we
Anyway,
can
that's a
no
good 30-minute
longer
chunk.
alter you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Well, she's not technically lying to me. Someone will miss me. I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits here. And I'll see you guys in the next video.